Welcome back to Desert Smoke Reviews. This is Justin. Tonight, it's just going to be me. Wyatt, of course, is in New York City for the week, so just going to have to deal with me for a few more days. But anyway, tonight we're coming at you with the Gurkha Red Dragon. This is a gorgeous looking cigar. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't believe Gurkha makes them anymore, but I still think you can find them online. Don't quote me on it. Sometimes they do limited releases and it's just so many boxes a year, so they might still make them. I know they make the Black Dragon, but I'm not 100% sure about this Red Dragon. It's a beautiful cigar. I believe it's a Cameroon wrapper as well as a Cameroon binder and Costa Rican filler. I could be wrong, but it'll be in the video. It's jet black, a couple of medium veins, but mostly fine veins shouldn't be a problem. Seams are almost invisible. They're done very well. It's a bit of a firm pack, but not too firm. I'm not too worried about it. It's got a little bit of give to it. Off the wrapper and the aroma, I get a nice earthiness, a bit of rich tobacco, but nothing real potent off the wrapper. And then about the same off the foot. I get a little bit more wood, complementing that earth. But let's get it cut up, toast it up, and see how it goes. Very smooth right off the draw. I was kind of surprised. I thought I might have charred it a little bit. Definitely getting a bit of earth. That's the undertone flavor. I do pick up a bit of wood. Not a whole lot though. Mostly just a nice subtle earth and a bit of light wood. Not as much, not that rich tobacco that I was expecting. I was expecting more of a full body, but again, it is just the first few puffs. So let's get into the first third, see how it develops. Welcome back. I'm about 10 minutes into this Gurkha Red Dragon. The burn's nowhere near perfect. It's a little wonky, but I think it'll correct itself, at least I'm hoping. The cigar itself and flavor-wise has really come into itself. It's picked up, it's about a medium in body. I know it's touted as I think full body, really kick your butt, but I'm just not picking that. But it is a nice medium body, about a medium in strength. That slight undertone of earth, it's really picked up. It's very earthy. It's draw to finish, you get a nice undertone of earth. Kind of the main flavor I'm picking up now is like a bitter coffee mixed with a little bit of cocoa on the front of your draw, or on the front right when you draw. Very nice flavors. Just a bitter coffee and like a dry cocoa. That kind of dies off, and I still pick up a bit of wood that goes in the finish, like I guess to say a cedar wood. I'm never really good at picking out what kind of wood it is. But let's say a cedar wood, and it's got like a sweet undertone to it, so like a sweet wood. Very nice finish, and it's relatively long. The cigar has really come into itself. I'm really enjoying it so far. But let's get into the second third, see if they get any changes, and see how it goes. Welcome back. We're approaching the midpoint, not quite there, well into the second third. Construction's not bad. Burn, I'm having burn problems like crazy. Just will not burn anywhere near razor sharp, and which is fine, but it needs touch-ups all the time. Flavor-wise, it's still pretty decent. I mentioned how there was like a cocoa and a bitter coffee that was coming in. That's kind of died out into just a bitter coffee. It's kind of overshadowing that cocoa, and the bitter coffee's taken the most prominent role. I can't even pick out the cocoa anymore. There's still an undertone of earth throughout the draw into finish. I talked about like a sweet wood, like a sweet cedar. That's the cedar part's completely gone. The sweet's still faintly there, but a nice pepper spice has kind of come into the finish and kind of sits on your tongue. Not super overpowering, but lets you know it's there. But like I said, still very earthy. Other than that, there's nothing really to complain about. I was really hoping that coffee and cocoa would stick around, and maybe that sweetness would kind of play more of a role in the front. Flavors aren't bad. They're good, but I like a little bit better combination. I was kind of hoping that there'd be a lot of different flavors to pick out instead of going into this kind of not complex, but not relatively simple flavors. Just a nice bitter coffee going into a kind of a slightly sweet, but mostly just a pepper finish with a nice earth undertone. So I guess simple really isn't the best way to describe this cigar. It's got some stuff going on. I just would like a little more. But let's approach the final third, see if we can get into the nub point and see how it goes. Welcome back. We're about at the final third. I've got probably an inch and a half, a couple inches left. Still medium in body, medium in strength. Burns settled down a little bit, but up until about maybe 5 minutes ago, it was still touch up after touch up after touch up. So that's definitely a big complaint with this cigar. Second, the flavors kind of went flat for me. When I first got into this cigar, I really enjoyed the flavors. You can pick out cocoa, coffee, there's an earth, a bit of wood, and sweetness, and you can pick out each individual flavor. Got into the second third, that kind of bitter coffee overpowered the cocoa, so you didn't really pick up cocoa. The wood went away, the sweet kind of died down to almost nothing, and the pepper picked up. Not that those are bad flavors, it just wasn't as exciting as the first part. Now we're into the final third, and it's no longer bitter coffee, it's just a bit bitter. It's gone really hot, really fast, and it's a bit harsh. I mean, this final third's been kind of disappointing. The finish has still kind of got a bit of a pepper. The wood is back, but it's almost like a charred wood. Not a horrible flavor, but it's just, it's not the cigar that started out to be. And it rather went disappointing for me. But, Gurkha's that way. Hit or miss. Some of the best Gurkhas, or some of the best cigars I've ever had are Gurkhas, and some of the worst. And the worst cigar is a Gurkha. This Red Dragon falls somewhere in the middle. It's okay. Like I said, the first third is a great cigar. It really, and the second third isn't horrible. It's this final third where it really goes flat for me. And where I would say, that it's just disappointing. If I was going to rate this cigar, because of the burn issues, because of the flavors, and the first third are really good, but kind of dies into nothing at the end. I would give it probably a 6. And another reason I'd give it so low is this cigar is $13 a stick. And Gurkha is outrageous with their cigars. Well, some of their cigars. And it's just not worth $13. It's probably, if I was going to pay for this cigar again, knowing what it is, I'll pay $6 or $7. I don't know if you can find these online for that. I doubt it, and I doubt you're going to find it for that anywhere. But that's about what it's worth to me. It's not worth $13. It was very disappointing in the end. But 6, because it's decent, and it's really good the first third, and like I said, just consistently gets worse. And the final third, you just kind of want to play it out. Again, this is just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. But in conclusion, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. And until next time, smoke them if you got them.